I am so excited to share this project with you. This is a collaboration between myself and Debrina at Pixie Dust Files. Hi everyone, my name is Tammy. Welcome back to my craft room here at Creative Girl Vintage, and this is Bunny Love. Debrina has designed these amazing images, and I have put together a beautiful kit for you that is perfect for spring crafting. Those of you that made the Valentine Fairy with us, you'll love adding this to your collection for the Easter springtime season. And everything you need to make this springtime bunny is in this kit. And you'll need some basic crafting supplies like your scissors and glue. We'll go over everything. And this video serves as a tutorial for this project as well. Now, if your craft room is stocked full of crafting stash like mine, you can find the printables at Pixie Dust Files ready to download and print. We are going to talk about it all as we open up this kit and make this sweet bunny. This is what your kit will look like when it comes to you, okay? Inside this bag, you will find the 2-inch block, the little small block we're going to be using for a stand, and some pale pink shred that we're going to use for an embellishment. Okay, let's open this one up. Look at this beautiful, thick, tie-dyed yarn. Now, I know I'm dating myself here, but those of you that can relate, remember when we used to put this in our ponytails? I'm not going to say any dates here, okay? No dates. All right, we'll open this up and let me show you the goodness inside here. All right. Let's pull the whole thing out. Okay. So, this is the bunny that I chose to do this project right here. But if you turn this over, you will find in the back more bunnies. And the reason for that is because how can you just pick one, right? Because they're so adorable. So you will have a choice here of 3 bunnies, and you can pick which one that you want to use on your block, okay? And stick around with me to the end because I'm going to show you some ideas of how to make some ornaments with your leftover bunnies too, all right? So with that, we have our bunny fairy wings. So you'll have some wings for your bunny. There are 6 really pretty little sayings. There's a lot of daisies going on here, and I'm just so into these daisies. They're absolutely beautiful. And here's a sheet with 6 of the 2-inch squares that we are going to put on the block. Okay, and on the back, look at this. This is just a little thank you from me and Debrina, and that is just way too cute. And there's some vintage sheet music in here for you as well that we're going to use to finish off the back of our bunny. Okay, so that's what's in the kit. Let me show you real quick, and then we're going to start working. Oh, there's a stick in here too. This is going to be used as part of the stand for the bunny. So this is the download that Debrina has. So if you like to download and print your own images and resize or do whatever you want with them, there are 6 bunnies, okay, with the 6 little tags, the butterflies, these little labels. And isn't this pretty? I mean, you can use this for a journal cover or a greeting card. That is so pretty. And I mean, come on. Can you imagine all the ridiculous things you can do with this? I mean, this is so adorable. And then Debrina also has the same 2-inch blocks, and she has 12 of them to choose from here. So this is really a good download to have in your stash because you can do so many fun things with it. So I think the first thing that we are going to do is we're just going to get all of our paper ready, and then we'll assemble everything. The first thing we're going to do to get our paper ready is get rid of the unsightly white background of the bunny and the bunny fairy wings. Okay, so let's just flip them over, grab a very simple stick glue, and I'm just going to go ahead and act like I'm doing this so it'll just be a little bit quicker for the camera, and put a even coat across the back of each one of these. Nice even coat. Grab your sheet music, all right, And then take your images, lay them sticky side down on that sheet music. All right, give it a little swirl. Be careful of getting that stick glue on your fingers and rubbing this, because you could rub it off on your image. So just make sure you have nice dry fingers. All right, and like I always say, move them out of the way. Grab yourself a book and just let them hang out. Okay, let them flatten out and dry. All right, in the meantime, while those are drying, go ahead, grab your scissors and cut out your 6 blocks right here. Get those cut, and you can choose what you want to use here. Easter greetings, springtime. I'm going to go ahead and choose bunny love for this. Okay, so once that is all cut out, you can go back to your little projects over here that were drying. Go ahead and get those cut out, okay? That's some nice, relaxing, fussy cutting here when you cut around your bunny and your butterfly. And then you will end up with all of your cut up pieces. And as you can see, this is really pretty on the back here. And the next thing we're going to do is get our big block here, and we are going to add our squares. All right, my first decision that I had to make here was what I wanted to put on the front of my block. And I chose the daisy for the front, and I'll go ahead and do that on this one. So that's one of the things you can kind of decide, you know, what you like best, and go with it. I'm going to simply use Mod Podge for this, and an old paintbrush, and put a nice, good coat of Mod Podge on here, being sure to get all your edges. And lay our first block in place. Okay. All right, I decided I'm going to use my polka dot one for the top, so this kind of gets things established here. And I printed this whole kit is printed on a lightweight cardstock, so this is kind of nice to decoupage on. It's not going to wrinkle on you. Okay, and you're going to notice that these blocks, when you cut them, they're just slightly smaller than the wooden block. And I designed it that way for you so nothing is overlapping and flipping up. Okay, you might have to go back and maybe press down your corners after like a moment of that sitting there, just so that glue takes hold. Okay, so picking whatever you want to do for your next block. And you know, my daisy's going this way, so I want to make sure that, you know, my bunny head's not going to be upside down. So, you know, just kind of pay attention as you go around and simply do the same thing all the way around the entire block until you've gotten the whole thing covered, like so. I am finishing up the last piece on this block. All right, and kind of inspect it a little. Looks good. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. All right, now let's put our bunny together. I'm getting out the Distress ink, and I'm going to start with this butterfly wing. I'm going to kind of tell you a couple things I did with this wing. One of the things I like to do too is put this ink on this old sheet music. Some of the sheet music, when I was cutting it up, it has copyright at 1891, 1918. It's really vintage and nice. Okay, real quick on the butterfly wings. If you were using this for just a regular butterfly, you can see it has, you know, a body sticking down there and antennas. I went ahead and cut that off since I'm using this for a fairy wing instead of, you know, an actual butterfly. And another thing I did was I grabbed my stickles. This is completely optional, but it was so pretty. And let's see, let's get this. Can you see that? Yeah. I just took my stickles. This one's getting low. Okay, and I just went around the edges of this wing, and this was so pretty. And you know stickles takes a while to dry. Sometimes I have zero patience for drying. So I went ahead and decorated my wing up. You can decorate it up as much as you like. I have one here that has dried, and you can see just how pretty that is. All right, so let's just say that, you know, we're letting our stickles dry over there. Go over to our bunny here, and let's put a little bit of distress ink on her too. Okay, even on the back, that old she music. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with the Bunny Love label. And I cut my Bunny Love label down close to the daisies here so it would fit on her dress. But that is totally up to you, okay? All right, now with your stick, grab your stick and see this is I'm famous for this. Right, that little butterfly that I just put the stickles on, hand went right through it. Oh my gosh. I have to be careful with that stuff. All right. So I'm going to lay the stick on the back, and this is going right here on the back of her head, okay? And I'm going to run it down her leg, okay? One of her feet down there, whichever one you want. And let me mark this just with a pencil. I'm going to cut this. If you have some really old scissors, that'll cut this wood as well. This is just a little pair of wire cutters. Okay. Get our hot glue out, and right down the center and down the leg. Okay, and then lay this in place. This is gonna be a good brace for your bunny. All right. Okay, and then we have the little 3/4 inch block, and we're basically gluing that stick to the block. So some hot glue, lay your stick right there. I'm going to stand this up just so the feet, the block, the stick, everything is flush. So nothing's going to be rocking around. All right, there's our little stand for our bunny. Okay, and you know what? Let's go ahead and put her Bunny Love right there. Okay, now grab your block. It should be good and dry, and let's just ink that up too. And you can see the little areas where the wood is showing on the corners. That ink just makes it look so nice. So it's a nice finishing touch. Okay. All right, did I get everything? Nope, missed one. Got all 6 sides there. Okay, block is ready. Got our front, which chooses the daisy, and we want to glue our bunny right onto the top. Okay. I just put her right in the middle. Hold her there for a moment. You can see we have a little wood peeking out, but we're going to take care of that. Grab your paper shred. And what I did was just separated this and just kind of rolled it around in my hands to get a little bit of control over it. Okay, you got 2 pieces with your hot glue, a couple little dots, and just push that in. This just kind of hangs there, and it's kind of wild and crazy, but it looks very cute too. I think it's straight out of an Easter basket. Look at how sweet that is. Okay, grabbing your stickles if you want to. Actually, let's put our wing on first, because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to stick my fingers right in that other stickles that I'm getting ready to add. Okay, I'm going to hold it like that just to kind of see. And then these little wings kind of fold back so you get a nice 3-dimensional look. All right, now I'm just going to go through and add it to the center of these daisies. Everything will coordinate. Cute. Some on the banner. And you can, go to the center of this flower. On this one here, I just glittered the flower. So how sweet are these little bunny loves? And hang tight. I'm going to grab the ornaments I made to give you some ideas what to do with the leftover bunnies. Let me give you guys a few cute ideas using your leftover bunnies. So here you'll see the crepe paper medallion, the crepe paper fan, and the accordion pleat old music and book pages, okay? So at some point in my videos, I have did all of these. And what I did was I linked below and even put the time where it started. So it was the technique for making all of these different medallions, okay? So this one here is actually a cupcake wrapper. And this has inspired me actually to do a compilation video where we make all of the medallions. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop to go to and, just get a quick tutorial on every medallion, okay? But as for now, the links are below if you want to make any of these medallions. And basically what I did, made the medallion, cut out the image, and just glued it on top. And this is embellished with so many pretty things. There's ribbons and lace and buttons and flowers and also, I got out my plate of sparkly bits here from Sweet Gildings, and I added little sparkly rhinestones to her flower bouquet right there. And I'm going to link the shop below. There's a coupon for you guys, Vintage Girl 15 for 15% off over at Sweet Gildings, and it's very sparkly over there. You'll love it. It's so cute. Okay, and then finally, this is just so simple, but yet is that not the cutest? So what I started out with is using the same technique we used as on the bunnies with the sheet music, but I used a piece of scrapbook paper, and that it was really kind of the more of a cardstock, so it really firmed her up and gave her some strength. And poke 2 holes in with a hole punch. This is a 20 gauge wire, strung some buttons on the wire, put it through and just closed it off. The little flowers, I can't remember if they were from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but they're always with the scrapbooking paper and the paper flowers. And I think this is one of my favorites, and any of these would just be absolutely adorable on your Easter tree. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. You'll find links to everything I used today below this video. Thank you for taking the time from your day to craft with me. I look forward to crafting with you again soon. Happy spring.